The Crusades and the Black Death.
The Crusades. What were the Crusades?
The Crusades were a series of holy wars created by the Christian states of Europe against the Saracens. The Saracens was a term to describe Muslims during the time of the Crusades. The Crusades started in 1095. The term Crusades given to the holy wars came from Old French word croix, meaning cross. The Crusades were great military expeditions undertaken by the Christians in Europe to rescue the holy places of Palestine from the Muslims. How many crusades were there? There were 9 crusades in total. The first 4 were principal crusades, the most important crusades, and the remaining 4 were the minor crusades. What was the reason of the crusades? The reason behind the crusades was a war between Christians and Muslims, which was around the city of Jerusalem. The city of Jerusalem had a holy significance to the Christian religion, and in 1605, Jerusalem was invaded by the Turks, and 3,000 Christians were murdered, which then contributed to the cause of the Crusades.
The Black Death. What was the Black Death? The Black Death, also known as the bubonic plague, was an extremely harmful disease that caused millions to die in the 14th century. The plague started in the Gobi Desert and spread from there to some parts of Europe and Asia, and later to Paris, England, and Germany. During the 14th century, the peak of the bubonic plague, China's population dropped from 125 million to 90 million. What were the symptoms of the Black Death, and how did people die from it? Symptoms of the Black Death included vomiting blood, high fever, aching limbs, and swelling of lymph nodes. When people noticed these symptoms within them, they would die within the next 3 to 4 days. The disease would cause lymph nodes to swell and turn into a blackish color. Soon after, they would burst, causing death. How did the Black Death affect the Christian Church? The Black Death resulted in many confused Christians asking, "Why has God punished us with such a fierce disease?" Many believed that the disease was caused by God's anger on humanity for their sins. To pacify this anger, many went to great measures and went around towns inflicting pain unto themselves. These people were called flagellants. The Black Death caused millions of deaths, and even after the disease seemed to pass, many still questioned why God punished them in this way.